Hi, it's Nikki and welcome back to Live a Little, your cozy corner of the internet where we discuss all of the in-between bits of life, the messy, honest and unfiltered, where you don't always have that person to talk to about them, but we do it all judgment-free around here. Today I'm here with someone I've wanted to have on for a very long time. He's a friend, he's an actor, Tobie Donovan.
Woo.
And the crowd goes wild. Mild, literally.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Oh my God, no,
Such
I'm
a
so
treat to be
happy to
here.
have
That was
you.
a very professional intro. I love
Thank you. I like, oh my God, it's so funny. Like, I keep talking about it, but I remember when I first wrote that intro, I was like, there's no fucking way I'm going to remember that. Like, I'm going to be looking down the whole time.
Fantastic.
And honestly, now it's
locked in.
autopilot. Like, I said it. There was an episode where I said it, and then I said, like, oh my God, I think, like, if I was, like, half asleep, I'd still be able to do it. And then I started saying the intro again. Instead of the first thing I wanted to talk about, I went, God, and then I went, hi, and then I went, oh my God, I just started saying it again. It was like a moment. I just like tapped out, and I was saying it like half awake. No, I'm so happy to have you. I feel like it's this really fun. I was thinking about this the other day when I was like, it was nearing up to you coming on, and I was just doing a little bit of my background research on you.
Gosh.
But I feel like I kind of know everything anyway.
Yeah.
And it's one of these things where we've talked about being like, we need to hang out, we need to hang out, we need to hang out. So I was like, if I lock you into a podcast,
Then we have to.
You kind of have to come and hang out with me.
I'm so happy that
Oh
you
my
did.
God.
I'm thrilled
I'm
to
so
be
happy
here.
to have you. Like, I mean, we've already been talking about so many things already.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Oscars. We've been
know.
talking, I mean, we'll get into it. So you were saying you wanted to ask me some bits,
Yeah.
but also how we both want a cinema room
We
in
really,
our future
really
places.
want cinema rooms.
Yeah, I was saying when I grow up, even though I'm basically grown, maybe, midlife.
I feel like that's like you have to be a certain age to have a cinema room.
Yeah, my sister's boyfriend's dad has a cinema room, and it's like his pride and joy.
So cool.
They're like, oh, where's he gone? He's in the cinema room.
Yeah.
Like that is my dream.
And I want old movie posters on the walls.
Oh my God.
I want weird memorabilia.
Yeah,
I want,
what are you having?
The shoe that someone wore.
Oh
in
my God,
something.
same. I remember
Do you know what I mean?
last year I went to the Academy museum in LA where oh my God, have you been?
No, I need to go.
Oh, you would die. I've never really been into museums that much. But this is one where, because you've kind of watched or seen everything, you're like, this is insane. So they had Maria's dress from West Side Story.
Oh my God.
They had Dorothy's shoes from Wizard of Oz.
Sick.
Insane. They
That's
had
really cool.
the Barn book.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's not just like the really
Yeah,
classic.
it's not highbrow.
No, yeah,
You've
they
got
had
the
like
Van
a
book.
couple of
That's
outfits
pretty
from
highbrow.
Yeah, pretty highbrow, iconic. They had a couple of outfits from Barbie, and then next to them they'll have like screens showing the scene where they were worn.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's really cool. They had an outfit. I think they had the outfit from the Joker, like Heath Ledger's outfit, like literally floors of it.
My God.
They had the shark from Jaws.
Shit, I need to go.
Yeah, no, you need to go.
and see
It's
this place.
amazing. And then they have like an outside, like a massive view of Hollywood when you go outside.
Wow.
And if you're into like films and stuff, which you are, and you're ever in LA, or like, you should go. It's so fun. What would your posters be on? Because whenever I interview actors or actresses, I always ask them about like the 3 films that kind of made them.
Oh, okay.
So I always do like, what is a film that you watched and it made you think like, okay, I want to do that, like a kind of pivotal film or performance.
Okay.
What is a comfort watch film for you, like one that you watch when you're down or it's just easy?
Yeah.
And what is your film that you probably recommend to the most people?
Oh, okay. God, I feel like this is my letterboxd top 4.
No, literally.
Whenever I watch those videos, I have a heart attack.
Oh my God.
I never have to answer.
And
that.
also, I get really scared because I'm like, if it happened to me, do I be honest?
Yeah. Or do I be like cool?
Yeah.
So true. I feel like mine are not very cool, but that's okay.
What are they?
So remind me of the 3. So,
Okay, so yeah, let me break it down.
Yeah, let's.
So
do one at a
first
time.
is the one that, like, a film you watched and you were like, okay, I want to act.
I mean, I don't know if it was a film.
It could be a show.
I've always wanted to be an actor like all my life. It was the only thing I was really ever good at school, the only thing I was passionate about. So when I was maybe 16 or 17, I went to see the musical Company in the West End, which is by my favorite writer, Stephen Sondheim,
Oh yes.
who wrote like amazing musicals.
Yeah.
And this production was the first time that they'd gender swapped all the roles.
Wow.
So it's normally like this guy in his 30s, and he's like trying to understand what to do with his life. He's not in love, and everyone around him is in love, and he's feeling a bit kind of like he's on a different journey. But they switched it, so it was all this interesting stuff came up when that part was played by a woman in her 30s.
Oh, that's
and like
so
the conversation was really different. And I was so amazed by how someone could take something that already existed and twist it completely on its head and like draw new things out of it. I'd not seen that before anywhere really. And in that, Jonathan Bailey played this character, originally Amy, but he played Jamie, who was sings this hilarious song about not wanting to get married. It's just like where he's like really panicked about the wedding and like everything's going wrong for him. And I was like, oh, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to make people laugh. I want to sing on the stage. I want to like, tell the story in a way that people didn't expect it to be told.
I love that.
So I think that was, and obviously like loads of films when I was younger.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I want to be in the movies.
Yeah.
But that was the first time that I thought, oh, there's actually really a space for people to do what I want to do.
Definitely.
I saw Johnny Bailey do it and I thought, yeah.
Johnny Bailey's just...
He's so cool.
I'm just obsessed with him.
I saw him having dinner in Chelsea the other day and
Did you?
I was like, oh my God, it's Johnny Bailey.
You know when you see someone like that you kind of are a fan of in a normal space or
It's
like in the
so
same space
weird.
as you, it's like breaking that wall where you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you're a real person. Like if I walked, I mean, not that you would, I could literally touch you. Like you're here.
Yeah.
You're real.
Yeah.
I remember I was in a pub. It was on Father's Day and like me and my family were going out for lunch and Harry Styles walked in with his family.
Oh my God.
And it was the same.
There's gasps in the room.
No, literally. And there's gasps. And it was the same. It was so weird. It was the same week I'd seen him on his Love on Tour tour.
Oh shit.
And I hadn't like.
At Wembley?
Yeah.
That's so
And I
weird.
hadn't fangirled over. I'd fangirled over him obviously being there, but I think there's something about when you know someone's performing for like 60,000 people.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a disconnect because you're like, I'm at a concert and everyone's kind of so tiny, and you're here.
Yeah.
You know, you lose
And
a
he's
bit of that
putting on the
connection.
show. He's
exactly.
like doing, yeah.
And he's in the. You're not close to him. You know, it is the spectacle.
Oh my
and so when
God.
he walked in, I was like,
You're a real person. What the
yeah.
fuck?
And you know, when you're like, I don't want to look, but I want to look, and
Yeah.
I like, you know, and he was there with his whole family, and
Oh
you're
my
just kind of,
God.
it breaks that wall where you're like, oh my God, you've just walked in the same entrance that I've walked in. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
breaking that wall. And it's weird
So
when you
weird.
start going to like events, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where you start seeing these people that you've looked up to.
Mm.
It's so strange.
I kind of like, I never ever am the guy to be like, oh my God, I love you. I think you're amazing.
No,
'Cause
I'm
I'm
not
always just
either.
like, they've heard it so many
I
times.
feel so awkward.
But I get so excited to see them. I'm like
Yeah.
across the room like, oh my God, it's whoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who have you had like where you've been like, oh my God, that is pretty cool.
I was in the same room as Coleman Domingo. That was pretty cool.
I love comedy.
Yeah. I was at a BAFTA after party.
Oh.
And he like Coleman Domingo like started a dance circle. And I
Of course
was
he
like,
did.
I can't go and be in the dance circle, but I will be near
No,
enough.
you should have been in
No,
the dance.
that's not me. I was with Joe, my friend
Oh
Joe,
my
and
God, yeah,
Joe
yeah.
was loving the dance circle, and I was like, okay, mate, you enjoy.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, literally.
I'll watch you and support you from over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your film. Oh, well, your theatre
Yeah,
thing that you
yeah,
saw, and you're like, I
play.
want to do this, and there's space for me here,
Mhm.
maybe. So then, what is your comfort watch?
Comfort watch Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh my God, Giants! It's one of my
literally,
favorite
like,
films of all
yeah,
time.
same. I'm obsessed with it. Wes Anderson's my favorite director.
Love.
I think is his most universal film. It's
I
the
honestly
easiest
agree.
watch.
So me and my family, we do a New Year's Eve party every year. We've
Oh,
done it
cute.
for as long as I can remember, and we always do fancy dress.
Love
and
that.
yeah, and we did like Roald Dahl
Oh,
books.
cute.
And I dressed up as Mrs. Fox from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
So good.
It's just
With her, she has like the polka dot
Yeah,
dress, right?
yeah.
So cool.
I did like a little nose and had my little
Oh,
ears.
cute.
It's one of those films where you could see it as a kid's film, but I think it's
Yeah.
the older you get, the different things that resonate from it when you
so
watch
true.
it.
And I find it really funny.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is
there's a
funny.
lot of jokes in it for the grown-ups.
Yeah. Those are the best
yeah.
kind of shows or films
Yeah.
when you're like, okay, I get this now. Whereas
Yeah,
before it would have
yeah.
gone straight over my head.
Literally.
Oh, I
yeah,
love
so
that.
that's my fave. I just think it's like so beautifully handmade. You can really feel.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's why it's so comforting, because it
Yeah.
feels maybe older than it actually is, because
Yeah.
it's these timeless techniques of stop
Yeah,
motion.
totally. Okay,
Yeah.
and then your most recommended, like the film that you recommend to everyone, like you need to watch it.
Well, what have I seen recently? Oh my god, also Devil Wears Prada is a comfort
I'm
watch.
going to the premiere tomorrow.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, have you got a good outfit?
I've
That's
got
stressful.
my fitting later today.
Good luck.
I've got a few options, but it's one of those where you are just like, I need to actually have a good outfit for this
you've
one.
got to show up for that one.
Show up. People are going to be showing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Although there's been some interesting outfits on the press tour thus far.
Yeah.
Not, you know, who am I, but
I
some
agree.
of the choices are strange.
Yeah, I agree.
Love that though. That's definitely a comfort film.
Agree.
I think that's probably the film I've watched the most times.
It's the most quotable film
Yeah.
I think I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Like,
Whenever I answer the phone to my friend, I say either I've got Patrick or I say Miranda,
That's so
please
good.
office.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I love going,
that
why
film.
is nobody ready? It's
So good.
There's so many
There's
good
like
lines.
too many lines in it.
Yeah,
You could go
yeah.
in all day.
Yeah.
So love that. Yeah. What film do I recommend to people? I watched. I don't know that I could. This is going to be really
You can say
pretentious
it.
now.
No.
I went to the BFI last night.
Yeah.
And I watched a film called Pickpocket,
Ooh.
which was a French film from the
French films are really good.
1959. And
Love.
I really struggle with subtitles. I'm
Me
heavily
too.
dyslexic.
Yeah.
But there wasn't much dialogue in this, so it was really like easy to watch. And
It's
about-
visual.
yeah, and it's about this guy who's a pickpocket, and he's like learning how to steal from people, and it was really, really good.
That sounds
I
so
think I'd
good.
recommend that to people.
That's kind of like I've not watched it yet. It's on my watch list on Letterboxd. Lahane.
Oh yeah.
It's about like a French gang, and it's set in like the sometime in the 90s, I think. And I really want to watch it because everyone says it's an incredible film or puts it in their top 4 whenever they get interviews.
Yeah.
So there's so many kind of films like that where they're foreign and I really want to watch them. I just need to have, because
You've got to
you've got to
lock in,
focus.
yeah.
Otherwise you probably could get a gist of what's going on just by watching it, probably
Yeah.
like the Pickpocket film, but you kind of do have to be like, okay, I need to lock in here and like focus on what's going on.
Yeah.
Like not be all in all out, bit on my phone.
Yeah.
Like can't be doing that.
Yeah. It's on the top of my mind because I just saw it.
Yeah.
But I think it is a good one for other people to watch. Like it feels like a good recommendation because it was like, I think it's something like 76 minutes, so it's pretty
that's
easy.
such a good
You're in and
length.
out.
Yeah.
But it's really beautiful. It's like black and white and all
Love.
these really still shots.
Which is rare to see these days.
Yeah.
Like when everything is so
It felt
produced.
like the opposite of my For You page on TikTok.
Yeah.
It was
Or
like-
like, I feel like at the moment it's been a lot of, we love the nostalgia, but a lot of like Super Mario Brothers and Minecraft and like all of these. So it's actually really nice to have these very simple, just beautifully shot
Yeah.
films.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's
Completely agree.
it's a lot. I've already asked you, but like how have you been recently? Has there been any my thing is I kind of like hyperfixate on the most random things.
Oh, okay.
So what has been your current kind of hyperfixation, big or small? It could literally be a snack.
I've been reading a lot recently.
I love that.
Yeah, I've not really always been a very big reader.
Neither have
But
I.
I've kind of been getting into it.
What are
this
you
year.
reading at the moment?
At the moment, I'm reading a play called The Inheritance, which I just started yesterday. So that's really good. But I just finished this book. Do you know the actor Ethan Hawke?
Yeah, love
He's
Ethan Hawke. Oh, he's got a
amazing.
book, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he wrote this book called A Bright Ray of Darkness, and it was amazing. It's about I think it's probably a bit about him,
Yeah.
but it's about this actor who's like going through this really public divorce. Famous
That kind of
actor.
sounds like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's on Broadway at the same time.
Okay.
So it's about this I don't know his experience, but it was really, really good.
Ethan Hawke
really
has so
recommend
many
it.
good one-liners. Like, did you see
Yeah.
his interview with Amelia at the Oscars?
Yeah.
You know, you're
He
just
just
like,
comes
wow.
out with this shit.
Like, I
Yeah.
would love to imagine having Ethan Hawke as your dad, where he just kind of drops
I
these
know.
like these really just profound.
Yeah, they
you
were
know.
definitely watching the black and white French films. in that
Yeah,
house.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably grew up on them.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, because of obviously Heartstopper in that world,
Mm.
I would regret if I didn't ask you. Have you watched Heated Rivalry?
I have.
Oh my god, what are
I
your
have
thoughts?
watched it.
Be honest.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was sweet.
I mean, it's very different to
Very
Heartstopper.
different to what we're doing. Yeah, but I think it's special that there's like we're in a time where there's space for all
Yeah.
of that now. Like we
Yeah.
can both exist and both be enjoyed by people.
I would love to see the like multiverse of
Yeah.
like Ilya and Shane and
Nick and Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine what their conversation would be. I feel like the Heated Rivalry boys would be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
I
in your
know, yeah.
rose
Why do you
tinted
keep saying
PG
hi to each
world?"
other?
Yeah. What's your hyperfixation at the minute?
Off the back of when I watch Heated Rivalry, I've become really randomly obsessed with hockey.
Really?
Yeah, like
Ice hockey.
Ice hockey.
Wow.
No, honestly, I think it's also the Olympics. When I watched the Winter Olympics, which I really got into, I was watching like the hockey, the ice skating, and it made me just really like fascinated with it.
Love that.
Especially the women's hockey. And so I just find it very interesting how it works.
It's very physical, right?
So physical.
It's a lot of work.
It's like football and skating in one. Like there's so
Yeah.
many things to it. So hockey kind of became my
God.
fixation. And also really random. This is very UK based, but just M&S.
Yeah. Oh my God.
M&S.
I'm obsessed with.
Have you
M&S.
seen like, you know, that everyone's doing the new like vocal stim from Justin Bieber going da 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 hallelujah.
Yeah.
I keep seeing everyone being like M&S hallelujah. And they just come out with like new bagel spreads.
Ooh.
Oh my God, and they're amazing.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Like they've come out with like a
like cream cheese.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like New York deli flavors.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get.
Yeah, and they've come out with takeaway versions like of different bagels that you can pick up because we're missing that like New York deli vibe in London.
No one really does it.
No, they don't.
There's there's the one in like Notting Hill, the bagel place, and that's nice.
Is it Kuro?
Maybe.
Well, there's also It's Bagels.
It's
It's Bagels
Bagels.
is so good.
Yeah.
They have
that's
one
the
in
I'm
Primrose
thinking
Hill
of.
as well.
Yes.
And last year I got a bagel and sat at like the top when it was sunny. Sat at the top of Primrose Hill and just was like eating my bagel.
That's a perfect afternoon.
When like London is sunny,
There's nowhere better in the world.
there really isn't.
Yeah.
There really isn't. But when
It's
it's
my
not
favourite.
sunny, it's not great.
Yeah, get me on the plane.
Gotta be on the plane somewhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere. Well, I obviously know that you're originally from Bath.
Yeah.
And did you always grow up in Bath?
Yeah. So I was born there, grew up there, and then moved to London maybe three years ago.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
flown by.
Yeah, it feels like I just came up, but
Yeah.
it's been amazing.
And you moved with Jodie, didn't you? Who's,
yeah,
like, our
my
mutual
best friend who
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have in common.
I know.
We went to school together. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's so
Crazy.
cool. So cool. And that must have been so nice because I think, you know, going from, I mean, not that like Bath is, you know, the middle of nowhere. It's so many people go to Bath and it's still, you know.
But it was small. It's definitely a
I
small
mean,
town.
yeah, comparable to like a city like London.
Yeah.
So it must have been so nice to be able to move with a hometown friend
It really
and be like,
was.
we're doing this together.
Yeah. We'd always like spoke about it. We'd always wanted to do it. And I think neither of us went to university. Like most of the kids our age at school did the kind of like
Yeah,
A-levels,
same. I didn't.
university.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
Did you not? Yeah.
Well, I did my A levels, but I never did university.
Yeah.
And so even now, because I definitely have close friends in the industry, but also a lot of my kind of like friends
Yeah. Home
are like
friends.
home friends,
Mm.
and a lot of them are or have done the uni trajectory.
Yeah.
And so it's been this weird thing where I remember you must have felt the same way, where it was that there was that kind of year where they all went to uni, and I was like, and what do I do with myself now?
Yeah.
All the people I'd normally hang out with that would keep me sane and not here.
Yeah.
And they're kind of making new friends. And it's that like you do
You
get
feel a
quite
bit
in your
left
head
out.
like, am I missing something? But
Yeah.
actually I never really had the FOMO with university.
No, I'm not a partier like that.
So
So
neither
I
am
think I was kind of like, I was grateful to not be at university, but yeah, it was weird. And also, I don't know if you find this, but having like been in London, feels like a lot of people after uni move to London for
So
jobs or
true.
whatever.
So true.
Oh, I've been kind of like, and me and Jodie have been waiting for everyone to kind of catch up with us.
Yeah.
We've been here and like, you know, building our lives here. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we've been like, it's hard to make friends in a big city. I mean, we're lucky with our
really
jobs that
is.
we get to go to these like parties or whatever and meet people. But
Yeah, I talk about this a lot, especially with like friends that are actors and things, because
Yeah.
I feel like it's one of those jobs where I guess in a great way with especially acting, like, you know, some of your closest friends are like Joe,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah, yeah.
that's been so amazing that you've been able to form such close bonds with people that are in the industry where you can like talk about the same things and get it.
Yeah.
And it's something that, you know, you can't always have with maybe your normal friends that aren't in that kind of job world.
yeah.
And so that's amazing because you probably get so close with people so quickly when you're kind of literally spending 12 plus hours together on a set.
Yeah.
But equally, when you're not doing that, I
It's
don't know
weird.
about you. I literally I won't really leave my house, and I
Yeah.
won't really go anywhere to socialize.
Yeah,
you know.
same.
So it's kind of like you go from one extreme, which is like, okay, maybe being for me, I mean, I'm not on a set, but it may be like I'm on a
Around
trip
a
or
lot of
I'm at an
people,
event, and
yeah.
you're kind of like surrounded by people. and then suddenly it goes to the other extreme. And actually, I'm quite a homebody. Like if I don't have to
same.
leave the house, I
won't.
won't.
I'm
No,
going to the
literally.
M&S and then back to
It's
the
so
sofa.
bad.
Yeah.
Like my friends need to drag me out, or I'll be
Yeah,
like,
same.
my friend will say like, oh, should we do this? And then it gets to the day, and I'm like, I actually don't want to do
You're
that.
like, you're waiting for them to text you to cancel.
Yeah, and then be like, you're so fine next time, you know. That's me every
That's
time.
my favourite thing.
Yeah,
Is when you really want to cancel and then someone else is ill.
Yeah, and you're like slowly getting ready, and you're like, maybe, just
Yeah.
maybe, I'll still get the text. I think that is just what it's like to be in your 20s, but because we've not done the thing like uni, where you're kind of half of uni, I feel like, is building relationships and you being thrown in and kind of finding yourself. We've not done that. And not that, you know, we're the only people that haven't, but I do mean like then think that you kind of miss a little step of that kind of building relationships
it's that community,
with people.
isn't it? It's
For
like you're
sure.
with at university, it's a load of people the same age as you that are all going through the same experience.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, Thursday night student, like we all go out Friday night and then we knuckle in during the week, or maybe we don't. I don't
Maybe
know.
we don't. Yeah.
But yeah, it feels like being an actor, and I'm sure for you as well, like there's not that routine so much.
I struggle a lot.
Community.
Yeah. When you've just finished a job, especially like when you were doing Heartstopper, I know, were you guys like living in the same building?
Much.
Yeah.
So we shoot it for about 4 months.
That was kind of your uni a little bit.
Like, we really often say that, like it really felt like a university, because we had this kind of like we shoot it in this place called Slough.
I visited Slough.
Oh really?
I don't think you were there.
Did you come to the set?
Yeah, I came
no
to
way.
the for season 3. I came. It was really
horrible.
it was a little bit awkward. Let's say that. But I visited the party set. From the house set, and I was meant to like hang out with you guys, and then I think a lot of stuff got delayed, and so I was kind of just sat there like waiting to like,
oh my god, I didn't know you were there.
Oh my god, no, don't worry. But you know when you're like, you also don't want to impose, because it's like I'm not here, I'm not in the shot, so I'll just wait here patiently. And then it kind of got to the end of the day, and I was like, oh my god, I've not even said hi to like the people I know, like you or Karina.
That's so awkward.
And then they were like,
just left you there.
No, I mean, they didn't leave me there. I was with someone from Netflix, but you know when you're a bit like, okay, well, I haven't been able to get what you wanted me to get, but that's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did visit that Slough set.
Crazy.
And I was kind of like, never, first time in Slough.
Yeah. And
last. And I'm seeing maybe my last.
Yeah. It's you know, shout out to the people of Slough.
Did you film everything in Slough? Like, I mean,
Sort
obviously
of
not
like in and
not
around
Paris stuff when you were doing Paris,
we were
but
in Paris. Most of it is in so Netflix sort of hire out this school in I think it's called Burnham.
Oh yeah.
It's like just outside of Slough. So that was where, like, for the first 3 in particular, like our base was, and we like did everything from the school there.
Yeah.
Which must have been where you came to visit.
I think it was, yeah.
But yeah, it got season 3 was pretty crazy. Like we didn't have much time, so I'm sure that rings true if you're saying that everything was delayed.
Yeah, and you know where like I had no idea what was normal. So obviously I'm going into this like I'll go with the flow, because obviously I was so like I don't want to bother anyone. I was supposed to basically do like an on-set interview and tour.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then it was just kind of like, we can't do that today. And then I was like, okay.
That's so annoying. That would have been fun.
I know, it would have been so fun. And so, yeah, I mean, obviously shit happens. But, you know, when it was just then, I was kind of like, I was being introduced to extras. And I was like, hi, guys.
It's really awkward.
How are you? And then the only extras get the boxes of like the food, and they're like, do you want some food? And I was like, yeah, but I'm kind of also not filming. I feel quite awkward.
That is really awkward.
I know, but yeah, when you're talking about the Slough area, I have indeed visited.
You know what it's like. Yeah, you know what it's about.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were there for like the first 3 definitely, and then so while we were shooting it, we would all as it got on, more and more people were moving to London.
Right.
But like the second one particularly, we were all in this like block of apartments, and it was really fun. Like we would finish work and then like go around to each other's houses.
And it's like living with your best mates for like,
it was really cool.
That must have been so fun.
Yeah, I think it really like translates on the screen as well, that you can see that we're all friends.
Yeah. It must have been a weird transition though for you, because was Heartstopper your first kind of big job?
Yeah.
I had no idea about the kind of fan base behind the books. and I went to the season 1 screening.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had no idea.
Where were we? It was
at,
like
it was at
wasn't it like
an
Borough
Everyman?
Market? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Borough Market Everyman, and I was like invited, and I had no idea, but I was like, oh, this sounds like a really cool series. And then I got in. I kind of knew like Bash a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And then I met Bash. I saw Bash, and then Bash came up to me, and then I met Joe, and then like I met a couple of you guys.
Yeah.
I then watched the show, loved the first episode, but obviously I think it was that kind of thing where no one kind of knew that it would take off the way it did.
No one expected it to be. I mean, that's why we were at the Everyman for the screening. Like,
I mean, yeah, for the first thing, it was kind of like, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone was kind of like, I think those of us that had been like making it knew that it was special and it was really lovely. But I think, yeah, no one expected it to be a hit in the way that it was.
Did you feel that difference filming 1 versus 2 then, in terms of like, okay, now we've got obviously it had a fan base from the books, but this was different, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the turnaround was quite quick, I think. Like, we finished, after 1 came out, we started shooting 2 within, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 months. Like, it wasn't...
That is quick.
Yeah, because Alice had to write it all, bless her, and then...
Oh my goodness.
Like, it was a lot of logistics because we shot a lot of season 2 in Paris. It was crazy, but then, like, particularly when we were in Paris, there was a lot of people waiting outside the set, and like... There was, just like outside the hotel, a lot more interest from people.
Gosh,
I mean, there was an interest at all. The first season, no one cared.
Yeah,
it was, the odd dog walker would be like, what are they filming over there?
Yeah. When you're like, oh, I wonder what they're filming. Like, you've had that before where you see someone with a camera out and you're like, oh.
But then, the season 2, it was like people waiting, like specifically with books
did
to
that
sign
feel?
and t-shirts and stuff.
I almost feel like it would, not that I've ever acted, but I feel like it would almost kind of, I'd be so aware that there's an audience.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a nice thing to know that people were interested in what we were making. It felt very exciting.
Yeah.
There's already so much like camera and light and sound and whatever going on that you have to ignore.
Actually. Yeah.
So I think I've just sort of got used to like just looking at the person that I'm in a scene with. It was weird. We were on a bridge. I can't remember what it's called, some bridge in Paris. And we could only basically like shut off a little corner of the bridge.
Okay.
So there was people like on their commute trying to get by. And then this huge crowd of people just like centimeters off of the shot.
Oh my god.
And that was a bit harder to block out.
I try and take a photo in public and I'm like, you go past, don't worry. And then I'm like, put your phone down so they don't think I'm like we're filming. I have that, like, I can't do stuff in public.
Same.
It's one of those funny things though with acting, because even though I do presenting and I do kind of social media, I used to bunk drama at school.
Really?
Like, I would hide in the toilets.
No
like,
way.
My worst fear was having to do something like that in front of anyone, let alone my peers.
What you do is so much more vulnerable, I think.
Do you think?
Yeah, because it's all you.
It's
all
me.
Yeah.
That's very true. And I think a lot of actors do say that. Like, it's almost playing someone else as escapism from yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you, like, felt that way since? I know you've said that acting was something you always wanted to do, but did it always feel like this is something that allows me to escape from me or, my reality or whatever it is?
I guess. I don't know that I ever was like conscious of needing to escape.
Yeah.
But I think I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really liked getting to play in someone else's world. I think I've always been quite curious about people.
Me too.
And so, and my family are too, actually. We were always like, we would sit and listen to the other people's conversations.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
like, on the beach, we're like really
Dissect
people
it.
watching.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like ingrained into me, that interest in people, which is maybe where the excitement of this job comes for me, of being able to like get inside a person's head.
That's such a...
Without sounding too much
No.
like a wanker.
Oh my God, that's such a good way to put it. I've had so much therapy over the years, but that I have to pull myself back from being like, I think, you feel this way, or like over analyzing people when I like chat to them. But that's such a good way to put it. And I think actually that's a really good way to build more empathy and understanding about humans. You know, I think we can all get so caught up in, understandably, like, because we live in our own heads and our own, bodies, that everything can feel very tunnel vision on what, is surrounding our world. And so I can imagine that acting is a very good way, and even, doing this podcast, it's a very good way to be a bit more kind of pull yourself out of you know,
Yeah,
what
just
you're doing a
curious
little
about
bit.
other people.
Exactly. It gives you a bit
Yeah.
of perspective on what else is going on around you, or just people.
Yeah, I
What-
think that's
yeah.
why. I think that's why I understand people like yourself that want to bunk it off.
Yeah.
But drama in school, I think that's why it's really important, because it's like, yeah, at a young age we can help teach that importance of empathy and that, like,
100%.
yeah,
And
someone
it
might
doesn't
be
need to
different
be
from you,
like
but
sit
that's
down and
okay.
listen. It can be in.
Yeah, you can find it yourself on your feet. I mean, that
Yeah.
was always the way that I learned best. I wasn't ever very good at sitting down and writing things. I always had to be up and about.
I was like that a lot. I would be doing one thing and then just be off and being like,
Yeah.
I need to do something else now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my mum would start a puzzle with me and I'd put 2 pieces down and I was like, and I'm done. And she's off. And she's now role playing. Were you into kind of role play when you were younger, or like kind of creating your own world before even acting
Yeah.
became something you were aware of?
I was always putting on shows.
I love that.
Yeah, I had in my back garden we had like a little deck.
Yeah.
And it was always my stage.
Oh my god, I have a deck at my house.
Yeah.
I'd be dancing though.
Oh really?
Yeah, not well, but dancing.
Going for it, full out.
Yeah.
I was dragging my poor sister and like our next door neighbours, like all the local kids, dragging them into my plays and like bossy director.
Oh, that's so good.
I had a vision, yeah.
That's so good. Yeah, from an early age,
Yeah.
you were literally doing it all: acting, directing, producing,
Yeah.
writing.
I was like, guys, this is
production.
Shakespeare here. Like, let's lock in everybody.
You were like, this isn't actually my first rodeo, Heartstopper. I've actually been doing this. I'm a veteran now.
I'm a pro.
Yeah, I've been putting on
Yeah.
shows.
And my poor little sister just wanted to like shove her face in whatever like
Oh,
toy she
bless
could find.
That was me, but with my older brother. I'd sit my like older brother down and my mom, and actually like used to have children's chairs, and I'd put like my teddies on them and be like, okay, now watch me like emotively dance to Chasing Pavements by Adele.
Yeah.
I was always that child that was
You
like,
go through
I'm
it.
in a music video.
Yeah.
Like I'm in a music video, or my mum would like just hear me listening to really sad music, and I'm still like that. Like I could be
Yeah,
okay,
same.
and
Yeah.
that I naturally just listen to that kind of music.
Yeah.
And my mum would hear me listening to like Snow Patrol and Adele and be like, "Are you do
Oh,
we need to
God,
have a
yeah.
chat? Like, are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm an empath.
I'm just feeling.
Yeah,
Mum.
I'm
Let
a
me have my
Cancer. What
feelings.
can I say?" If we're linking it back to Heartstopper, so much of that is based in a school and
Yeah.
identity
Yeah,
and
yeah.
finding yourself. And that's kind of through the seasons. That's what you guys are all going through. Separately, you all have your own kind of stories and journeys. And that is a very real thing about life itself. What was school like for you? You know, how did you find it? Obviously, you said that you struggled with the academic side. Makes so much sense. I was the
Yeah.
same. But did you find it a place that you felt happy to wake up and go to? Did you struggle?
I didn't struggle, I
Yeah.
don't think. I was like, I had my group of friends,
So important.
and then yeah, we looked out for each other, and it was all. I went to a very good school. I moved schools in year 9, so
Ah.
I was at a less good school
Mhm.
that I shan't name.
Call them out.
Yeah.
No.
But in year 9, I moved because I wanted to do more creative GCSEs.
Yeah, of course.
So I started year 10 at Ralph Allen in Bath, which was it was a really brilliant school. Like they were
That's so
very
good.
encouraging and welcoming, and there wasn't really any like bullying or anything like that. It was
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but it felt like my whole year group just sort of had like a understanding that we should all just be mates.
Yeah.
Like-
and probably similar interests at that point.
Yeah, I think it wasn't that like high school experience of like there would be a house party and like
Oh my
only
God,
certain
no.
people were invited. It was
Yeah.
like the whole year were there,
Yeah.
which was really nice.
I remember I'd watch American like high school films
Yeah.
and think that was
That
what
was school,
school was
yeah,
going to be like. And then you wound up in a UK like state secondary school and you're like,
yeah.
oh, no one actually does anything. Like, no, we aren't doing a house party. We aren't. No one actually has a pool in their garden.
Tables. Yeah. I was very grateful to go to UK state school, and the one I went to specifically, because it felt like a real kind of like a watering hole of lots of different
Yeah.
people. And
Yeah.
I guess it just felt quite accepting of like, you know, maybe I don't want to be like the person with long hair that plays the electric guitar, but like you do it. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There
Mhm.
wasn't ever really like bullying for that.
I think that's it in school as well, is that I feel like we all are trying to find that thing that
Mm.
we enjoy that helps us be us.
Yeah.
I found that in school I was trying, because I was very insecure, you know, with my appearance and stuff, and I was in and out of school a lot because of treatments and things. I was kind of trying to run away from anything that kind of made me different, whether that was like an interest or literally even the most simple mundane thing to like what music I liked. I was kind of even more aware and hyper fixated on the fact that I had to
be the same as everyone
Yeah.
else.
yeah, because I felt like there was something that made me different that I couldn't change. Did you ever feel that way at school?
I think definitely with the music and stuff, it was very like you had to listen to the right
You like
music.
rap? Oh no, I like
Yeah, oh my god, that's so funny because I actually I love it too.
Yeah.
I love Central C, he's my favourite.
Really?
No.
Oh my god, I was gonna say really? That's really weird, like 360.
I mean, there's a little bit of like residual like
Imagine
UK
you
grime that's
imagine
on
you
the
out of nowhere
playlist.
going, how can I be homophobic? Like I'd be like, Tobie, are you okay?
Yeah, it's in there though. That was my school experience. Was that like? I mean,
yeah.
less Central C, he's a bit more recent, but like J Huss.
Oh
was
my God.
huge at my
Yeah.
school.
Did you see what I
Yeah.
came in a black pants, left in a white one?
I still like it.
I-
I
it's
still
actually-
listen to that.
Yeah, it's honestly quite catchy.
Yeah.
Like I had a video come off my For You page the other day, and it was like the year is 2018, and it's like the songs that
Oh my
were,
God.
or like Old Dave, like Samantha.
Yeah.
Change my number, couple.
Yeah.
And I hate that I still remember it. Like I kind of hate it, but it is catchy.
Yeah.
But I used to I remember I'd once in a blue moon, our thing was hall parties versus house parties, like literally
Right.
a church hall.
Oh
Like,
wow.
that someone would, like-
budget. Someone hired it out.
I mean, once in a blue moon,
Love
I'd get
that.
invited to one. I was like, oh my God, or I'd get invited to someone's +1 to these parties.
Right.
But I remember I'd sit myself down and make myself try and learn the lyrics to these songs, because I was like, if they come on and I don't know them and everyone's singing them,
Oh,
like,
that's really sweet.
I know, it's sad.
It's sad.
But it's meant that now I'm like, they're ingrained. They're
Yeah.
unfortunately too much ingrained.
Yeah.
Do you have Spotify?
I'm
Or-
an Apple Music
You're an Apple
guy,
Music
yeah.
girly. That's okay. What was your Apple Wrapped thing of the year? Like, what were your artists?
Beyonce.
Oh, love.
Every year it's always
Love.
Beyonce.
Teresa was actually, I asked her if you could, one of my favorite questions to ask anyone I meet is if you could give an in-depth PowerPoint presentation on anything.
And hers was on Beyonce.
Hers was Beyonce.
I feel
and her
like me and her have
discography.
spoken about that before. For
Really?
sure. Yeah,
I
like,
love that.
I'm a Beyonce girl. Yeah.
Love. Have you been to any of the tours recently?
Yeah, so I couldn't go to the Renaissance tour because I was
I did
working.
Renaissance.
Really?
Yeah.
I was fuming. Like, it looked insane.
It was.
Did you have the best time?
It was insane. I was such a big fan of Beyonce's old stuff. Grew up on it, literally instilled in me, iconic. Her newer stuff I hadn't listened to as much. And then I went to, my friend had a spare ticket, so we went to the Renaissance tour. And you know when you're just like, wow, you're not even real. Like you
I had my jaw on the floor
you
the whole
don't
time.
you're not even a musician or a singer. You
Yeah.
are a star.
Yeah.
Like you are a performer.
She's transcended
No,
humanity.
You know when you know when you're literally transfixed,
yeah,
just
she's
on
insane.
there was always something going on. There was always something to look at. It was mental.
Yeah, it's such a spectacle, isn't it? It's like
Yeah.
a big tour.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't see Renaissance. I watched the film. And,
Oh.
and it was one of the best experiences I've had in a cinema.
The
'cause
FOMO was real.
Everyone was stood up in the cinema singing
Yeah.
along. It was amazing. But then I insisted on seeing the Cowboy Carter tour. And I saw
Oh.
that twice.
You went twice.
Yeah.
Love.
I had to. I
Love.
was I'm making up for it, missing it.
That's
So
actually
I'm going to go to this rock one 3 times. I have to
Oh my god.
make
That's
up for
actually
it.
it's gonna be such a different vibe.
I know.
That's
I can't
kind of what I
wait.
love though, is that every time you just don't know what to expect from
Yeah.
that.
I'm hoping this gives Tina Turner
Oh, yeah.
80s rock and roll.
That'd be so good.
Prince.
That'd be so good. What was
Yeah.
your most recent concert?
God, was it Cowboy Carter?
You're like, I live,
I mean, I
eat,
must have
sleep,
seen
and
Will.
breathe Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm
As
I
you
do.
should.
I actually do.
As you should.
Netflix took us to see Lady Gaga, so that was fun.
That's such a good
yeah.
one.
And they took us to see Billie Eilish as well, which was also fun.
I think I was there the same night.
Really?
Yeah.
My God, you
Yeah.
should have said hi. It's big venue.
I mean, yeah. And also, I would have felt a bit hey, looking up at your box door, being
I
like,
know. I'd never been to a
"How y'all
box
do-"
before. I was like, wow.
it is an experience, right? Although
Yeah.
you are
They're a
very
bit
far
out of the action.
Yeah, you are. There
Yeah.
is times where I'm kind of like, a box is obviously amazing. It's such a cool opportunity because you're kind of tucked away, especially with you guys, you're known. So it would have been havoc probably if you'd have sat in the
Yeah.
normal bit. But you aren't really in the action as much. I do have to say, you
Yeah.
do feel a bit like you're kind of watching it from above.
Yeah.
But what I really liked I'm the biggest Billie Eilish fan,
Mm.
of all time. when I was younger, I again don't know how I did this because I shut down trying to sing in front of people. But I did a cover of Lovely
Love
on YouTube,
that.
and it was
God,
like
I
my
need to see
most.
this.
Oh no, you really don't. And it was my most viral video on YouTube, or my most viewed. And Billie Eilish liked it. Like,
No
I
way.
posted a clip on Instagram, and it was back when she was called Where Are the Avocados? You know,
Oh,
like she
yeah,
had
yeah,
a different
yeah.
name. She was much smaller back then, and I remember dying. Like, I think
That's
I
really
threw my
cool.
phone like across the room.
That is really cool.
Like, but I really liked that with her concert, she put the stage in the middle.
Yeah.
Because you did feel a bit more than like it doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah,
you
you're
can
in
see.
it a bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that was so good. Especially with you playing Isaac, to go back to Heartstopper. There is so much to Isaac's story and storyline that Isaac's kind of known as being the slightly more quiet character, always in a book. Which you're in the
I'm
books a
dipping
bit
a
more
toe
now.
in,
Yeah,
yeah.
you did a little bit of book turning, page turning. Obviously, Isaac's kind of going through this journey of being asexual and, you know, what that entails and not really understanding it and what that journey is. And I think so many people can kind of have and can take so much from Isaac's story, especially people that have struggled with their identity and their sexuality. I think that is the beauty of Heartstopper in itself. Is there anything that Heartstopper, while filming it or, you know, doing and being a part of, such a big part of, you know, telling Isaac's story, that has resonated with you or that you've learned about yourself?
The biggest gift of Heartstopper, apart from making all of these amazing friends, has been like people's reaction to it, and seeing people that say, you know, come up to us in the street or whatever and say it, like help them come out to their parents or help them, you know, work out their sexuality. Like that's the nicest part about it, is getting to hear those stories and have an impact on people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when something you make, when any art really influences people, that's like kind of the goal, right?
Exactly.
So it was, yeah, that's like a really cool part of it. I don't know what it's taught me. I think maybe I think it's taught me it's okay to be a bit more of an introvert.
Yeah.
I think for a long time I was like, you know, oh yeah, let's, you know,
Me
push myself
too.
to have
Me
fun more.
too.
But I like being at home.
Yeah, and
that's
that's okay. Exactly. I think everyone's like, but you're in your 20s, you should be going out, you should be, you know.
Yeah.
But
I saw this
you
TikTok that was like, no one ever convinces the extroverts to stay in.
Exactly.
Let's, you know, let's really let that sit.
Let's
'cause
repost
that's
that.
important.
And, you know, the
Yeah.
amount of things I repost on my For You page, and then I like have to kind of check myself and be like, wait, I forget actually people
People
can
are
see
looking,
this.
yeah.
And then people come, like Poppy, we follow each other on TikTok, and she was like, oh yeah, I saw you repost that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, shit, people can see what I'm reposting. Eek, oops. Me being like, yeah, when you're just having a bad day, and then I'm like, eek, maybe I shouldn't repost that. But no, you're so right, and I think also a lot of people, you know, are talking about at the moment how like people don't go out anymore, like nightlife is dead.
I don't think it's dead.
No.
Like, it feels like a lot of people still love it, and you know, props to
I'm
them.
yet to honestly find a good place with good music.
Yeah.
I think that is also an issue.
Yeah.
And if you do want to go out and drink, it's pretty expensive.
Mhm.
So that's the other thing. But I think, no, maybe we're just more understanding.
I'm getting better at hosting.
Yeah.
I feel like
love doing
that's
something at
fun.
home.
Yeah, because
Like,
then I like
A little bit of wine,
can kick
watch a
everyone out when it's
film.
bedtime.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Quality
then it's
time.
like you actually chat. You don't chat to people when you're in the car.
Oh no, I don't even know what I say when I'm in a club and I'm a
just
bit drunk.
shouting. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't even remember the conversations I have, even if they are deep.
Yeah.
But I think we're probably the generation that's learning that it's okay to go at our own pace.
Yeah.
And when the world feels more connected than ever, but equally more disconnected than ever in different ways, and so divisive, and so this and so that, if we don't find our pockets of peace, then like, especially even in this job, it's another element to add on to that. Like, then, you know, how do we keep sane and keep, you know, going in life today? Because it is a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's so overwhelming. What is your favorite thing to do, like when you are at home?
I love to watch a movie.
Oh yeah,
I love
Me too.
to read books
Yeah.
recently. I like to cook.
I love to cook.
Yeah.
Do you have any go-tos?
My favorite dinner is spaghetti bolognese.
Love.
It's not a very
It's a classic.
exciting cooking, but
No, but it's a classic.
Yeah, that's my like comfort dinner.
I feel like that's a real adulting meal. Like when you start learning how
Yeah.
to cook, it's like a meal.
That's always the first one that you
Yeah,
learn,
yeah,
innit?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like cooking 101.
It reminds me of food tech, like me learning how
Yeah.
to make spaghetti bolognese,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
spag bowl.
What's yours?
I actually really love, I think I was really struggling to, I even now find that balance, because with, you know, me doing social media is a big part of my job.
Mm.
Where is that cut off? Like, where is that switch off?
Yeah.
Because so long as I have my phone in my hand, there's always an element of social media.
And do you have like your notifications on and stuff?
I don't, but I don't have two phones. Like, I probably should. But I don't want to carry around two phones, to be
Yeah,
honest. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to lug around. And also, I'm like, I distinguish you as a friend in the industry and not.
Yeah.
So, like, what number am I giving
Yeah,
you? You
yeah.
know? I think also a lot of my hobbies have become jobs,
Mm.
which is the beauty, to be able to do a job that is, you know, out of a love for something you already had or a passion. But then it means, like, where does the enjoyment start and then
Yeah, you
the
don't have
work
like a
end?
hobby, yeah.
So I've really, really been trying to connect a little bit more with, like, what are the things I do that are almost like adult play. Like, I feel like we become adults and then suddenly we don't do anything for fun.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah,
You know,
so true.
we of course, you know, like you said, you read, you watch movies, we do that. But what are we actually actively doing that is quite literally for us, that we don't
Yeah.
need external validation for?
Yeah, because like, I would have gone to the drama club or like, you know,
Yeah.
you go to swimming lessons or
Yeah,
whatever.
when I was younger, I was in Glee Club. I was in gymnastics. Like, I
that.
did so many different
Yeah.
street dance club, like doing beatboxing, like, you know, like I was doing it all. And was I good at it? No.
No, but it was
that's
fun.
literally the point. And I feel
Yeah.
like when we become adults, this element of play gets completely lost, because it's like, unless we're good at something, it's like, oh, no point doing it. No
Yeah.
point putting time into it. And of course, you can like actively want to get better at something, like, and build a skill. But the whole point of play is that it's not supposed to be perfect.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've lost a lot of that growing up. Is like, I've become such a perfectionist. I've become so aware of like what I'm doing, or, you know, if I don't have time to do certain things, then I feel like I have to fill the other time with doing stuff that feels like worthy. But it's like the worthy things can be you just spending time with yourself to do things that like reconnect with your inner child, or like add a bit of play, you know?
Yeah.
So I recently got like a dot to dot, and I've just
Love
literally been
that.
like sat doing dot to dots,
Oh,
or
that's
like
so sweet.
an adult colouring book my friend got me for Christmas with some like fun pens.
So
Or
fun.
my friend got me like a Lego like flower set that
Oh, I love
I've
that.
yet
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
it, but it's like having little things to like look forward to doing, that like you
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I'm really trying to figure out, is that balance. And I feel like with our jobs, it is very hard to find that balance when there is no consistency.
Yeah.
And next week I am going for a little staycation
Love
and
that.
touching grass, because I keep saying that like I actually find nature very comforting. And I think when everything gets very overwhelming in life, and I'm very much an overthinker, spiraler, going into nature and being like, okay, I'm literally sat on grass right now, like, it kind of helps.
It's not that deep.
It's really not
Yeah.
that deep, like literally touching grass. There's something about nature where it kind of simplifies life a little
Yeah,
bit, you know?
because it's not to sound like a wanker, but it is quite mesmerizing.
It is, yeah.
When like, you know, when you see
No,
like
it
the fact
is.
that a fucking plant grows out of the ground with
Exactly. No,
no
exactly.
care or whatever,
Yeah, and even the fact
and then you're
that
like, oh, we are all just weird animals
Yeah.
walking around.
it's literally that, and
Yeah.
like this tree is hundreds of years old.
Yeah,
Like, it will be here before me and after me.
yeah,
There's something kind of helps with perspective a little bit.
yeah. You just zoom out a bit.
That's
don't
it.
You,
You know, when
feel
it's like
smaller.
I saw this I hate that I keep referencing TikTok, but I saw this TikTok and it was like, what if they care? And it was like them zooming out onto like the world, basically. And it's so true. Like, when you realize that we are just part of, you know, this massive, massive planet. And are you quite like an overthinker, or are you quite good at being like catching yourself when you start kind of spiraling and no, not getting there?
No, I'm an overthinker for sure.
Oh,
Like really bad.
we'd be fun at a party.
Yeah. It's always like as soon at an event or something, especially as soon as I've like said something to someone, I'm
Same.
straight away thinking, why did you say that?
The sinking feeling.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah.
get better.
No.
I feel like you age out of it.
Do you?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
I keep hearing that the more you do it, the easier it gets. I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
Personally.
No, I know what you mean. I'm just hoping that that's true.
No, I do think
I'm
that
hoping
with age
the
you
more we
realise
do
like,
it.
fuck it, like, it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like,
Like my mum is in her 50s, and she's just sort of has this like constant revelation that now she's in her 50s, like nothing really matters. And I'm
So
just sort
it's
of
so
like,
true,
when I
though.
get there, that will be great.
yeah, and I think the more, like, not to get deep, but I think the more that you start to encounter like loss in your life,
Yeah.
the more that it puts it into perspective even more.
Yeah.
You're like, God, like, we could literally die tomorrow. So like, why the fuck am I so bothered about how my tone was in this
Yeah.
text,
Yeah.
or someone else is toning this text.
Yeah.
Why did they leave a kiss off their message? Like, have I done something? It's, we all just need to breathe. And I feel like none of us catch ourselves and
give
say,
ourselves a bit more grace.
yeah,
Like when,
exactly that.
we're going to be fine.
I love to give people advice if I can, but never take it.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to be like, stop what you're doing and actually like take
Yeah.
in what you say.
Well,
Otherwise
I'm excited for you and your little weekend away. I feel like
Me
that's going to be
too.
really good.
I mean, I've not booked anything, so I could talk to you in like a couple of weeks and be like, oh yeah, that little thing I talked to you about didn't happen. Yeah. It could be very likely knowing me. I'm quite type A, like probably because of what I've been through, I like control.
Yeah.
So I like feeling like I've got a plan. I like being able to like preempt stuff. I'm not very good at being spontaneous, though I'd love to be. Like, should we go do this? Yeah, let's just go. I'm not very good at that.
No, I'm not that guy either.
We're literally the same.
Yeah.
Same with like even going to an event. I want to know some people that could be there. Like,
I'm not going unless I know.
No,
there's
not
someone
me
there.
neither.
Yeah.
Like I've been invited to like a friend's birthday next week, and I've just messaged my friend being like, could we go for a drink before? Like, so we then go in together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not good.
Walking into the party is the worst part.
Awful. Like, I don't think there's much worse anxiety. It's the same.
But
with
no
walking
one's looking at the door, so I don't know why we do that to ourselves.
It's the same. I had the same feeling walking into a class late.
Yeah.
Oh my god, when everyone's sat and it's silent, and then you're like,
yeah.
"Hi." I'd honestly rather not go into my lesson than walk in late. It could easily not happen, but I feel like if we don't just suddenly go, should we do this? Are you free? I'm free. Yeah. And then like, when will there be a right time? To be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
I think I'm trying to be better at having a bit of spontaneity.
Yeah.
Too. I think it's a good thing.
100%.
Yeah.
So we're coming to a close, which is actually mental because
I know. I can't believe
I
it's gone
know
so quick.
I know. So I mean, I have some quick fire questions to ask you, but there's a couple more questions that I'm going to try and ask you a little bit quicker to like.
All right, I'll give you brief answers.
No, it's not you. It's me. It's always a me problem. I promise you.
No.
Obviously, because you have to just touch on Heartstopper and that gang for the last time. Obviously, through the show, you have been able to build such close relationships with some of the cast. What does that look like when you guys are out of shooting? Because some relationships don't last, and sometimes you think, wow, we've got a good thing going here and we will stay in contact, and that doesn't happen.
I think the beauty of coming back year after year to it has been that we know we're going to see each other.
Totally.
So I think that for those of the cast that I don't see as often, that's always been a nice, like, at least we'll see each other whatever time of the year. But I think it's just about the ones that I'm really close with, which to be honest is most of them.
Yeah, which is such
I end up seeing more
it's
often
so
than
great.
not. My closest friends, I just see whenever you would see a friend.
Exactly.
But then also a lot of the time we're at these events and stuff, which is always a lovely place.
It's a
to
nice
catch
little
up with
reunion.
people, yeah.
Yeah, that's so
That's
great.
why there's normally like a sort of, if we're at a party or whatever, there's a big group of us in the corner
and
somewhere.
everyone's latching onto that on social media.
Yeah.
They're like, they're back together. I want us to do a little little superlatives for the cast.
Ooh,
I mean,
okay.
you've probably had to see this so many times, I can imagine.
I
In
don't
interviews.
know. I don't
Have
know
you
that
not?
I've done superlatives.
Oh my god,
I probably have, but
like
I
a little
can't
most
think of
likely
it.
to.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
For you, who is the person that is most likely to check in? Like
With me, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's probably
You
my
two are like that.
closest friend, yeah.
Who brings calm?
Not Karina.
You're so right. She is just like, when Karina's
She's
there.
chaos.
Yeah, when she's
Yeah, the best chaos.
the best
She's
chaos.
calm. I find Nima very calming, who plays Mr. Farouk. He's just sort of like, I think he's on the back foot a bit more. He's just kind of like, he knows what's going on. He's a chill presence.
Yeah.
And he's that little bit older, so it's always like, he has good advice.
Good perspective. Yeah. And then who's most likely to make everyone laugh?
Karina.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. She's literally a bundle of energy.
Yeah.
Like,
have you had her on the pod?
No, she was supposed to come on and then she had to do something.
Busy girl.
Yeah, she had to do something. There was
She's
either,
always somewhere. She's
I know.
either on holiday or she's
Yeah.
doing
There's always
stunts
something.
somewhere.
She's like, I'm recording a voiceover for a book. I'm doing a somersault in a project.
She's upside down a lot of
No,
the time.
yeah, because
She's
I
like
always forget she does like actions.
athletic.
Yeah,
She does stunts and stuff.
Stunts, exactly. So she's always got a side quest.
Yeah.
Like you can really never preempt what she's doing.
So
There's
true.
always something. And so when I see her, I'm like, wow, I've actually nailed you down and we've got a coffee together.
Yeah. She's the best. I love her.
She is the best. You recently actually played a bad guy.
I did, yeah.
Which is so different to Isaac and the
yeah.
whimsy world of Heartstopper. What was that like?
Yeah, it was really fun. So I did this show for the BBC called Linley, which is like a not to speak ill of it, but it's one of those kind of classic BBC
Yeah.
crime dramas. So I was sort of, I only did one episode, but they were 1.5 hour episodes. So
Oh
it was kind
wow,
of
it's like a film.
yeah, like a little mini movie, which was fun. And yeah, I had a really fun time doing it. It was very different. I sort of wasn't like, I didn't really expect anything from it. And I think that's why I had such a fun time.
Yeah, that's
Because it
so
was
great.
like, yeah, I just used it as a chance to play, I guess.
And I guess kind of just
be a bad guy.
a bit of experience, like in like a completely
Yeah.
new kind of role, I guess. And
Yeah.
doing, you know, with Isaac being like the kind of other end of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Just to challenge yourself, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was really fun. I'd
Yeah, I
like to
can
play a
imagine.
bad guy again.
I used to love play, like when I would do role play, I was like, I want to be the witch.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be the princess.
Yeah,
The witch
yeah,
is
yeah.
like got a bit more to her, you know?
I was working with this amazing actress called Neve, and so she did these really incredible like scared of me acting. So I was like, oh, I'm getting a lot of this for free. Like
Oh my
I
God,
just have to rock up and look scary.
That's so good.
Yeah, it was a really fun experience. And you're right, like because of the heartstopper of it all, we've sort of like had this amazing huge thing and like an experience of that. But then I didn't go to drama school, and a couple of the others didn't as well.
Yeah.
So we've sort of not had that chance to like play around loads of different types of roles and figure out what, you know, what we like, what we don't like.
For sure.
So I think with the things that I do after Heartstopper, I'm going to really try and pick things that are first of all different, just to keep me on my toes,
Yeah.
but also challenges.
Exactly.
for
Because
me.
you can always learn more. That's the thing, is I don't think, I mean, it's the same with life, isn't it? You never really get to a point where you're like, I know it all.
Yeah.
There's always something to learn.
Yeah.
For the last kind of thing, I talk about this a lot because I think especially with our jobs, rejection is a very normal part of it. You know, as many times as you can get a yes, you can get a lot more no's. That's just
Yeah.
kind of what it is to be in a job like acting or presenting. And I have found it over the years pretty hard to not internalize that as like, you are rejecting me. Like you're not rejecting me. You're rejecting I'm just not a right fit for
Yeah.
this. How do you pick yourself back up when you have, you know, been a bit knocked down by maybe a role you've gone up for and you've not been able to get?
I mean, it's just part of the job.
It is.
It is difficult, and I guess I don't know that I've always been conscious of like doing anything to try and shake off that rejection, but I think I just sort of, you just have to get on with the next
Yeah.
thing. You just have to
On with the next.
keep pushing through. Yeah.
For sure.
And it's, you know, there's definitely some that hurt more than others.
Mhm.
Sometimes I go up for something and I'm like, there's no way I'm getting this. So I'm like, that doesn't
I'll do it for
hurt
the
at all.
plot. Yeah. This would be a good story.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
But then, often as well, when you've like with auditions and stuff, if you keep going in more than, you know, a couple of times for something, then you start envisioning it even more. And so
Yeah.
that is hard.
That must be hard when you start to kind of build maybe.
You just go like, okay, well, you know, 6 months of my year, I'm going to be there now, obviously.
Yeah,
so
of course.
you
You
like
have to
you plan
preempt
your
that.
life.
Yeah.
But it's foolish to do that because obviously you don't know until you've signed.
It's
on the line.
hard though. With
yeah.
being type A, it's a very like,
yeah, I like to plan.
and we want you here tomorrow, like to do
Yeah.
this. You know?
Yeah.
I can imagine that is tricky.
Yeah, I think you have to get used to it because if you aren't able to brush it off, like
Maybe the
you
job
can't do the job.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's
Yeah.
what you have to realize. Yeah,
So you just have to separate it from you. I think
for sure. Create that space and be able to hang it up and be like,
Yeah, they don't hate me.
I
they
have the
just-
same
I wasn't
value
right for it.
whether I get the yes or the no.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
exactly.
Thank you. This has
Thank
been
you.
so good.
I've had such a nice
Oh my
time.
god, no, I could literally talk to you for hours.
Same.
Like every time I do a live little, it's me basically being able to like kind of work out and like feel out. Do we get along? Are we going to be proper friends? And I mean, you've passed with flying colours.
Oh, thank you. Well, likewise,
Not that was a test to
babes.
pass,
Yeah.
but you know, and you're like, are we similar? we
No,
are
we de-
definitely.
yeah, we
I always
definitely
knew
are.
we were though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the fact that like we both have a common friend
Yeah.
and we always see each other at events, and whenever I see you, I'm like, oh, Tobie's here. Like, it's a friendly face.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
isn't
it's
it?
so nice that you always make a thing of coming up to me and saying hi, which I
Oh,
really
do
no,
I?
yeah.
Well, I think I'm always just looking for people I know.
I know,
I'm like,
that's so because
I don't
I'd
want
be
to
too
make new
scared to
friends.
just go up to anyone. So
Yeah.
like that's so like I always appreciate
Aw.
it, like at the glamour party and stuff.
yeah. Oh, well, it's always so lovely to see
No,
you.
likewise. And now we've done this, we actually have to get something in that
we
is
do.
off the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I think it would be
100%.
so nice to hang out. I always finish off with like some hot seat questions. So like
Okay.
quick fire.
Okay.
Just light-hearted things. Okay. Kiss, marry, kill. Dramas, comedies, musicals.
Marry comedies, kiss musicals, kill dramas.
Yeah, I think I'd do the same.
But I love a drama.
Me too.
That's really hard. But
That is a hard
like
one.
comedy is.
Yeah.
That's the one for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Especially when you're having a bad day, you're like, I don't need more dramas
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay. What part of acting do you never get used to in a good way or a bad way?
People stopping me on the street.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but not the acting part.
Yeah.
It's
It's amazing. It's so lovely, but it will always feel weird.
Because also you're always taken off guard. It's always in the places you don't expect as well. If Isaac had a phone, what would his most used app be, and what is yours?
What's the letterbox called for books?
Isn't it like
Jack Edwards,
Goodreads?
it's like Goodreads.
Oh,
That would be Isaac's most used app.
that's so accurate.
Yeah.
That's so good. What's yours?
Mine is, probably Instagram.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Or my
Fair emails.
emails. I spend a lot of time on my
So do
email,
I.
going
So
through
do
like
I.
horrible junk that I don't want.
Yeah. Trying to clear out the inbox.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. What's your most unserious hill you die on? You know, like subway takes.
Right.
What is yours?
I'll make it as a statement, but
Okay.
I think it's quite universal.
Yeah.
My favorite feeling, you know how people say like sneezing is the best feeling
Yeah.
or like whatever. Mine is being in a room when you're not allowed to laugh, but you really want to laugh. Like you and your
Oh,
best
and
friend
you're
are
like-
across a room from each other, making eye contact, and you can't laugh.
That is so
I
true.
think that's the best feeling in the world.
But when you're in the wrong situation, it's actually terrible.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
the best. It's that like that
Really?
pain in your stomach of you like, I can't laugh, and you really, really want
And you know,
to.
you look back and you're like, that wasn't even funny.
Yeah.
But
Not at
that's the
all.
best part.
Yeah.
That
And it's
you're-
like, you know, when the breath goes like,
yeah.
that's it for me.
And you get, if you're with your family, the evils from like,
Yeah.
you know, you're
Yeah.
like unhappy parent being like,
Yeah.
be quiet, don't laugh, and then it makes you want to do it more.
Yeah.
Okay, and then finally, we always finish with like a thought of the week.
Okay.
So can you give us a sticky note sentence for anyone who doesn't feel seen, and one thing that they could maybe do this week?
I guess maybe write something. Get your journal out
Mhm.
and try and be a bit creative and
I've
like
just got into journaling and I'm loving it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's something about like putting pen to paper with your real hand and like the link between your brain and your hand and just I don't know, like immortalizing a thought, and then when you read it back, it then doesn't feel as heavy at
You're
all.
so right.
So, and I think that might help.
Yeah, that's such a good
feel
one.
a bit,
That's such a good
just
one.
a bit more in your
Defo,
body.
take it out
maybe.
your head.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I've said it, thank
you.
you already. We always finish the episode. Well, I normally do it, but when there's a guest, they do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, as always, remember to be kind to yourself and live a little.
Okay.
So, Toby, would you mind looking down this camera and
Oh my
taking that
gosh.
away?
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my
It's
God,
been a
of
treat.
course.
And as always, remember to be kind to yourself and live a little.
Smashed it.